to the Bombadcast.
What's going on, Bombad fam? How we doing today, Jerry?
Hey, I'm pretty good. What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? It's another lovely Bombad Thursday.
That's right.
It's so good to be with you, all you little baby birds. Been waiting for us to come on the screen, and here we are. Hey,
No,
Chippy, here we are.
I'm excited to say this is like our last little bit of Star Wars coverage, besides my midichlorian video, which will probably drop this weekend. So be very hyped. Be actually
insane. Yeah,
super
seriously.
hyped.
Scotty has been working on this for months,
Oh.
so get ready. It's going to be absolutely insane, bonkers in the best way.
Around 2 hours long. So it is a
academic, one might say. Academic, one might say.
Very academic. But this is our last bit of Star Wars coverage for a while. This is what we got coming up, just so you get excited for it. This past week, we dropped our Frozen Empire trailer discussion for our Bombad Buster Ecto Countdown. And as you can see, the following podcast and live shows coming up are all going to be Ghostbusters based up until around the release of Frozen Empire. And of course, we'll probably cover Dune at some point in between here and the Bad Batch starting next week, which is insane to say.
We're going to be busy. We're going to be very busy. Get hyped. We're going to have more Ghostbusters content than you can shake a PKE meter at. So
stupid.
Get ready.
That's pretty good, though.
It's going to be great. Thank you. Yeah.
But very excited. We do have a wonderful guest tonight, a first-time appearance on the Bombadcast.
Yes.
This wonderful person was more than happy to come and look at Kelly Knox's wonderful conversation card. So if you haven't yet, in our description right now, make sure you go buy your set of these 125 conversation cards written by a friend of the show.
It sounded Knox. Like you were saying the price at first, but they are not.
No,
the price is not $125.
No,
dollars. It's 125 cards.
Yes, but just know that it's a very fun way to have a discussion with friends around you that love Star Wars just as much as you do, maybe less, maybe more. That's the best part. That being said, Jerry, should we bring in our guest? Is that what we should do next?
I think we should. I think we should absolutely bring in our lovely guest, the host of Curiosity Killed the Cat, Miss Sara Palpatine. Let's bring her in.
Oh, yeah, let's get some applause going. Hold on. Here we go.
We get some applause here. Yeah, there we go.
Thunderous applause.
Thunderous applause.
Yes. Oh, hold on. We got thunderous applause. Wait for it. That was the cheer. Let's get this one.
That's right.
There we go. There we go. All right. Sarah's here. Go Tigers in the chat. Here we go.
There we go. Good. Oh, y'all. Sara, super happy to have you here. I know it's your first time appearing on the Bombadcast in this capacity. How are you? You doing okay today?
Doing great. Just waiting to hear noise in the back room as my kids come home from baseball and just ready to have like a nice evening of Star Wars rather than like typical homework and stuff. So yeah, it's a nice weekday off sort of.
So that's nice.
There you go. That's nice. That's gonna be. You can't beat that because, like, I mean, listen, like I got a little one. She doesn't really bring her homework home yet. She's like still fairly young, but I don't know if she knows. Dad's not ready for that time. This is not the face of a scholar. So, well, I'm glad you're here with us, hanging out. Yeah, I'm glad you're hanging out with us here. We'll talk some nerd stuff, and we're gonna have a fucking great time. It's gonna be.
I agree. We got Connor in the chat. We've got Alden in the chat as well. Someone's finally here to class up the place. Man, I'm loving this.
Yeah,
We've got
it's about damn time. It's about.
We got Sanimus Lost Eyebrows, Kelly Knox, Boopenheim.
Hey, what's up, Kelly?
Troy. We got Brian. This is fun. This is gonna be great. So obviously, when we go through these, Sara, these are all these things that Kelly Knox had made, and they're these wonderful conversation cards. And of course, we want the chat to be involved as well. So when we ask a question, by all means, please make sure you voice your opinions and thought here as well. But I guess what we're going to do throughout the stream is just we're going to pull these cards and we'll kind of figure out where to go. Before we do that, Sara, do you mind telling us more about yourself and like where you found yourself in this fandom, you know, and like kind of how you became Sara Palpatine?
Sara Palpatine. Okay, so like most millennials, I guess. I'm 36. Grew up watching the original trilogy on TV. Just big movies were a big deal in my household growing up. So just Darth Vader always just freaked me out. And then it freaked me out even more that there was this other guy that Darth Vader answered to. It's like, why is he answering to anybody else? You know, so Palpatine was always, he just was always, just my curiosity about him just always, like, the little Peter Tingle Spidey sense went off, like, with him. And then by the time the prequels rolled around, I thought I was a little too cool for them at first. And then, you know, Revenge of the Sith came out at, like, 18. And I remember sitting in the theater, and I was like, wait a second, what is happening here? Why is Anakin Skywalker so good looking? Why would George Lucas do that to anybody? And as much as, you know, I made the dumb mistake of skipping Attack of the Clones. I went from Phantom Menace at 13 to Revenge of the Sith at 18. And I was like, oh, I'm in this. Like, I don't just like the old movies. Like, I like these prequels. I can't talk to anybody about them yet.
Oh, wow.
I had to wait, you know, we all had to wait a good 10 years or so before it was, like, okay to talk about the prequels. And, yeah, by the time I was having kids, the movies with Rey and Finn and Poe were coming out, and I was 8 months pregnant when The Force Awakens came out, and I was the Death Star, and literally. So it's been so cool to watch them grow up with that. You know, they love the old ones, they love the prequels and all that. So, yeah. And then just ventured out on Twitter eventually and found a nice crew of people out there, of Star Wars nerds.
See, that's fascinating.
There's a few of them out there. But they are dwindling on Twitter. Yeah. So
of course.
Yeah.
I just love that your kids are born, just like Jerry's daughter is born into a world where Star Wars is in its sequel era. And I'm like, that's just such a weird. I never would have thought that we'd be in this era together, number one, but most importantly, that kids are now growing up with Rey, Finn, and Poe as their heroes and Kylo Ren as their, you know, as their, what you would call Darth Vader. So it's incredible. I don't know. And then you've got Palpatine, funny enough, who comes back in episode 9, and you see how you could tie all those together with that one character. I don't know. It really just, it fascinates me. And I'm glad to have you here to discuss this. And a lot of these questions, funny enough, do involve sequel trilogy. So we will be going all across the map. And Jerry, do you want to go first and pull the first card for us? We can have a discussion on it.
Sure. Here we go. Let's see. Let's get a good drum roll here. Well, say what you're gonna say.
I'll say in terms of doing this kind of stuff, we're gonna do it round robin style, where one person shares their thoughts. So maybe we'll start off with Jerry first, then Sarah, then myself, and we can just keep cycling through that way. And yeah. Let's do a drum roll real quick. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh, wrong drum.
I was going to say that.
Is this a good one? I don't think either of those are good.
Only drums have rim shot. So let's do clap.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go. And then I have the question. Here we go. All right.
Oh, my God.
Number 43. Would you rather face 10 Porg-size space slugs or one space slug-size Porg?
Oh my God.
Would you rather face 10 Porg-sized space slugs or one space slug-sized Porg?
What would you do, Jerry? What would be your answer for that one?
Honestly, I have seen the wonderful film Godzilla -1. I have seen all the other kaiju films leading up to Godzilla Kong New Empire. I don't want to deal with a kaiju sized anything. So yeah. Listen, it's going to be cute. It's going to be adorable. That's how it kills you. Okay. It gets close to you by fooling you with adorableness. I have to go with the 10 Porg sized space slugs because they're kicking height. I don't mean to be like crude or anything or rough with them, but they're kicking height. So if they come after me, I just, get back kind of a
That's
thing.
not that bad. I can get behind that. Sarah, what about you? What would you go with that scenario?
Oh, these comments are so funny. You know what? I'll take the one porg. It would be a really big porg, right?
Yes.
Like, okay, yeah, I'll take that. I'm not sure. It would probably devour me in one bite because I'm only 5 feet tall. But yeah, I'll go with the one singular porg because I know my limits. Like when it comes to animals and children and stuff, and like, you know, if I want to be a nice mom and a nice pet owner, like know your boundaries, know your limits, and I cannot handle 10 little porgs running around. So I'll take one big one.
That's fair. I'm under the impression that like anything really big would frighten me, so I'd rather have the smaller size space slugs. Because like my big thing in Star Wars, like Zillo Beast is the only thing we've gotten so far that's like a really big organism besides the space slug or the jacked fish from the Phantom Menace. Like we've got a couple of these big creatures, but like a massive sized porg would be pretty terrifying because as cute as they are, they still have that biological need to eat. It could be berries. It could eat whole trees. I don't know what the diet of a porg is. It could be meat. Porg's eyes are facing the front of their face, so they're obviously a predator. They must eat something because they're not in the side of their head. They're apex. Yeah, very
owlish. I was to say owlish, but also potato shaped. So
yes.
Ooh, very Samwise Gamgee.
Yes,
Ooh,
very.
Yeah. It's very Samwise.
The question now is, would the porg carry you? Then that's what I think we need to know now.
Bogdo? Okay.
What is Connor? What the fuck are you talking about?
He's naming his porgs.
Ogdo Bogdo.
The only porg I know is Turbis, and he got canceled.
Sarah's gonna keep better track of the chat than we will for us. We're good.
Can you cancel a porg? We'll find out. All right, I'm gonna do the next one. Here we go.
We're gonna try.
Jerry, I'm gonna make you go first. Here we go. Okay. All right.
Wait, I answered my own question. You first. Okay, go ahead.
I wanted to just go. I was gonna go, and then you were gonna go, and then it was be fun. Han Solo says his taunt. Han Solo says about his tauntaun. I thought they smelled bad on the outside. What do you think a tauntaun smells like?
Oh God. You want me to answer this first?
I can answer it if you want me to.
Please, go ahead. I don't want to go first on this one.
I don't think to me it's like a really foul smell. I think it's more of like this. Like I'm not picturing garbage.
Kelly is smiling evilly in the chat.
I'm gonna send a response to Kelly. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't think they would smell that bad. I think they would smell like just a wild animal kind of smell. Which to me, it can't be that awful, right? It's a natural scent. I don't know. I don't think they smell like rotting meat, is what I'm trying to say. I don't think they'd smell like feces. I don't think they would smell
talking about the outside or the inside or both, I guess.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside. What do you think tauntauns smell like? I would expect a more musky. God, I don't know. I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's bad. Cedarwood? Okay.
Maybe lemongrass.
Yeah.
See, but that's calming.
No, absolutely not. I'm very much getting a cross between the FFA annual fair mixed with the fishing docks on like a Saturday morning.
Oh my God! So like a fishing docks. So like a more of a fishy kind of putrid.
A fishy FFA smell.
Oh my God, that's actually really good.
Like horses.
Okay. This I can get behind. You have had the best answer to that because a fishy kind of smell does make sense. So Donald Trump. I think. Yes, I also agree with Boop. Horses too does work. You know what I mean? There's this like almost like ranch kind of smell, like cow pie almost, but not like horrible. Not like they are the thing that smells that way. It's just their essence is that way. I don't know. That's interesting. Jerry, what are you thinking now?
So there is on the way to someplace here where I live, a chicken farm. It has got I think it's owned by Tyson or something, whatever. I don't know. And when you drive by, that's a good ways off the road. It permeates your vents and it gets in your car. And then it just, parades through your nostrils.
Your ears.
Without and just like no consent, no nothing. It just doesn't give a shit. And that's what I feel like it's close to. It's like it's an animal smell. It's an animal smell.
Yeah.
Like we were saying, honestly, Sarah nailed it on the head. But I think it smells like that, like a bunch of chicken poop.
Interesting. I can get behind that too. Yeah, I like these answers. I've never had to contemplate on that smells of a Tauntaun. That's what these cars can give you. It can give you a memory about what a Tauntaun could smell like, and that's just exciting.
All I'm saying, like the fact.
Wikipedia had a whole section on the card.
Oh,
I wanted to make sure I knew what I was getting myself into. So there's a
whole
Kelly Knox card section, conversation card section on Wikipedia.
Wow.
It might, you know what? Actually, let me see. I'm going to double check.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, no, Wikipedia. Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, they usually show up in the chat. Maybe someone can @ them and we can get some more verification. There it is. Look at that.
There you go.
Wow. Okay. All right. Jerry, pull another one. Let's see what else we got.
Okay, here we go. So I got number 23. If we do one that you guys, I don't know if anyone will remember the last stream we did with Kelly, but just let us know if we're redoing some. But well, you know what? Fuck it. If we'll have a better conversation this time. Number 23. Bad news, you work for the Empire. Good news, you get to choose your boss. Who is it?
I think I know mine instantly.
Okay.
Moff Gerard. He was really looking out for his people.
He was looking out.
He was really looking out for his people. But he was like, he was at one point, he was like the third in command. You know what I mean? Like he is top dog. So, and he doesn't make it, which means I don't make it. So I guess that really doesn't matter in the end, but he had to answer to a lot of people, and I'm sure he had some moments where he stressed, yelled at people, and he made people feel kind of lesser than. But at the same exact time, he was really at the end when he was in that, he was in that pretty stressful scenario of having, in the deleted scene at least, having to determine what he wants to do with Endor. I mean, he was looking out for his people. So that's maybe where I'm going. That's where I'm going.
Okay. Sarah, what about you?
I instantaneously went to Director Krennic from Rogue One. I love Ben Mendelsohn. I love an Australian accent mixed with a lisp. So having a boss that gedimates you with a little bit of that cute lisp is going on, that at least would be tolerable. He'd be really pissy and he'd get upset a lot and he'd probably throw a lot of tantrums. But then you could watch Darth Vader come in and choke him out from time to time.
Oh,
that's true. That's true. I would say that little, he's got the accent and stuff. You'll be in heaven. It'll be fine, at least for a little bit there. Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
And there's no guarantee that you die, which is actually kind of good because you could either be on the Death Star or you could be on Scarif or somewhere in between because he kind of floated. You know what I mean? He floated more than most.
Working remotely for him, and I could be where Tarkin's at the end of Rogue One.
There you go. Yeah, and go like, man, glad I didn't go down there to get him that coffee this time or something. Yeah.
No scarabs for me today, guys.
Yeah.
I don't do beach locations.
Yes.
Oh, that's
exactly.
Good. I'm gonna read some of the chats too, real quick before Jerry gets his. Kelly said 23 is her favorite, which coming from the writer herself, that means a lot.
It's a good question. It's a good question.
Eli said Thrawn, which I can get behind Thrawn too, Eli, because he seems pretty loyal to his people. You know what I mean?
He at least wants to keep his people alive for the most part.
Yeah. Ray Sloan for Connor. Okay. His reasoning is she seems neat.
She does seem neat.
Reasoning.
I like
Dud Bolt. I don't know if Dud Bolt worked for the Empire, but I do like that answer.
Brian, you fake fan. Come on. No, that's fine.
Major Partagas. He gives you the time to defend yourself, ask for consent before settling beefs in the meetings, and he's very eloquent and measured, and he rewards work with advancement. That's true. I like Partagas.
Who's Partagas again?
Is that the one that was from Andor?
I'm a fake fan now.
Major Partagas? Hold on.
Yes, that is the one.
The cheers, the ones that they did the thing. Yeah, that guy.
Oh, I love his haircut. Best haircut. Yes.
It's
the
guy who's in charge, or the guy who's running those ISB meetings
from Game of Thrones, Qyburn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was just his birthday, I think. Somebody posted it on Star Wars Twitter.
Well, we need to get a goddamn cake. You know.
Well, happy birthday! Happy birthday! Yeah.
There he is.
Anton Lesser. Yes.
There he is.
Anton Lesser.
God, he's a great actor.
Boss.
What a handsome guy.
I agree. That's a good
dapper fella. Just a
very
dapper.
Fella. That's good, Jay. That was a good one. Jay, did you give your answer yet or no?
No, I did. That was Alden's.
Oh, it's here.
But it was a good one. I can't think of anyone, honestly, except for the guy. I would work for the guy who Chopper and AZ3 outsmarted. Remember when he meets AZ3 on the cargo ship and stuff?
Yes.
That guy, if I worked for him, I feel like I could like take his job eventually or something, because like that dude's definitely like, you know, he's not really like doing anybody any favors. So anyway, I think that's who I'd go for.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Try to climb the ladder a little bit.
Raymond, which I believe is Buck, by all means, yes. It is whoever you would choose to work under if you were in the Empire. So you give your answer soon. All right.
I am a politicking little minx. Thank you.
Here we go. This next one says number 67. X-Wing and Y-Wing pilots are assigned to groups. Oh, what would you name your squadron? I know my answer instantly. I know my answer. Bombad Squadron.
Bombad Squadron.
It's easy. I mean, that would be what I would go for. Jerry, I know one we can use from our past. We have one from our past.
I was gonna say.
You're gonna say it. You're gonna say it.
Okay, I was trying to think. Voodoo Squadron.
Yes.
From the old Beyond the Blast
Doors
days.
A member of Voodoo Squadron.
Playing that.
Nick.
Woo!
Love seeing here, Nick. Yeah, a member of Voodoo Squadron. Okay, that's good. So we got Bombad Squadron.
Remember we had numbers. Remember when the game when Squadrons came out? I have a patch. It's in my car. It's in my car.
That's awesome.
But like we had a squadron and everything. We had designations. I forget which one I was. So yeah.
Michael McCoy was so in the Voodoo Squadron. Okay, what about you, Sarah? What would your squadron be called?
This might sound a little silly, but like by my side, like if I'm gonna have anybody like fighting with me, I want them like by my side, not like in front or behind, but like we're like doing this together, like because that's one of my favorite things about Star Wars is like that little group of people doing it together, getting what needs to be done, and yeah.
Okay. I love it.
My
Beautiful
squad. I love it.
My side squad. That's fantastic. A Baphomet Squadron.
Baphomet.
Pug Squadron. I like that one, Troy. That one's pretty good. Pug Squadron's awesome. Yeah, Voodoo Squad 4 checking in. That's amazing. No, I like that because, you know, when it comes to squadrons, and especially in like the Alphabet Squadron books, which is a good read if you haven't read it yet or listened to it, it's all about companionship and having to get over certain circumstances and working together. And I don't know, Bombad Squadron. I mean, that's part of what we have here. Voodoo Squadron was a big group of friends that used to get to do that. And I love it. I really do enjoy that. Side Squadron's awesome.
It's a great sentiment. I love that. Like just like the name it for you actually put some thought into it and just didn't do brand synergy or the
brand synergy.
But you actually put some thought into it. So that was beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, that is good. All right, Jerry, you want to pull the next one?
Yes, absolutely. I didn't forget that it was my turn.
Look, here we go.
Star Child Squadron. Uh-oh. There we go. Oh, okay. This is a good one. This is a creatures card.
Oh, nice.
Number 38. Han Solo says about what the hell? Okay, this is the exact same Tauntaun question. How in the world did I pull the exact same Tauntaun question?
That's impressive.
That's. Let me try to pull another creatures one here if we can find it. There we go. Let's try that again. That was Scotty and I are linked.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
When
we saw that Elon Musk satellite together, and I think it zapped us with some gamma rays or something.
I really do think it did. That was terrifying.
I just noticed you guys are drawn from your own sets there. Because
you're good.
Your own cards.
Oh yeah.
I think you should put your hand behind the card like the makeup people do in the YouTube videos.
Oh, like this?
Yes.
It's a very good shade for if you're going out for a drink, or something like that with friends.
Rainbow colors, love it.
Yeah, nice smoky eye with this. Anyway, okay, number 37. Oh, you got the beads. Look at that.
I do.
Okay, also a creature card, number 37.
Okay,
which I think I just chose 38, which is weird.
That's funny.
Choose an animal on our planet to model a Star Wars species after. Which animal did you pick, and what would the species look like? See, now, Kelly, I think you're just trying to help like your fellow authors out, like people like make up creatures for free or something.
Yeah.
You're trying to do.
Exactly what it is.
These are free ideas.
Yeah, I like this one because I think we all have a favorite animal. And I would love to see some of my favorite animals show up in our franchise, but they kind of do adjacently. Like the Quarren have that like octopus squid face, right? My favorite sea creature is an octopus or a cuttlefish, and like I would love to see maybe a bigger version of that, or maybe a swarm of those things in some capacity. But we already kind of have that with certain creatures we have, already in the franchise, or species already in the franchise. So I'm gonna take a second on this one. I don't know if anyone has their answer right now, but I don't really know mine.
I don't know. Sound off in the chat.
There we go.
Sarah, you got it. You got it.
We need some kind of a moose-esque creature in Star Wars. Something big, something rideable, big horns. Maybe has scales instead of fur, something like that. Like a big moose thing.
I like that. Like maybe like they could like have something mounted on the antlers or something. Which again, like don't do that to a moose, but the Star Warsification of a moose or something. Yeah, thinking like something like a Gungan would ride into battle or something like that.
So like a father from The Last Jedi, but a little bit more moose.
Yeah. So like the little
more antler
looking thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. More antler, skinnier, taller legs.
Okay. So you want almost like a very like top heavy animal, right?
Yeah. Have you ever seen the Ritual? I think it's on
I
Netflix.
have seen gifs of the creature from the Ritual. I haven't seen the Ritual yet. Yeah, I need to watch it. That kind of thing. If it's something like that.
Oh my God, this is crazy looking.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm gonna add this photo.
That's what
Scotty's not much of a horror person, so Scotty's probably gonna have nightmares tonight.
I love this
guy.
Bless you.
I love this guy. Hold on.
I need to watch this. I'm a little more into horror. I need to watch that one. But something like that, like in a crime lord's like menagerie or something down there, they like drop you into a pit and that thing's there. It's got the arms and stuff, that grab you still, whatever. It'd be pretty cool. That's great. I like that. Scary. I like that. That's scary as hell, isn't it?
I'm trying to get an image added to our.
Are we gonna put it on the screen? We're gonna scare everybody.
Yeah, this thing is freaky.
All right, it's freaky as hell. So I'm gonna put some people on the screen. Some of their answers. We got a Shoebill Stork baby from Buffenheim. Alden says, "I choose my dog Mando." Yeah, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah,
the way it's got a person in its mandible jaws. I honestly, that would like if you put something in there like that. I don't know about it like eating someone's face, but that would be great anyway, no matter what.
Damn, Sarah.
But that's pretty cool. I like that.
Fuck.
That's metal as hell as well.
That is
Alden
metal.
Diaz says, I choose my dog Mando. He's a Pomsky, so it would look kind of like a Lothwolf cub, kind of like a Bombrak. So
okay,
I like that. Like a more doggy looking dog in Star Wars. So like right now we got that the Anubis kind of thing that Imbo has, right? Like his dog. That's like the most dog looking dog.
And then the things from Boba Fett, the Tusken Raiders, the Tusken.
Yes. They made those a lot more like big time doggo vibes for that thing, for sure. Absolutely.
Jerry, I know my answer now, but keep reading the comments.
You know yours?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's read a few more. Let's see. Hold on. We got Buck here. On that note, we should have a sentient humanoid species with antlers.
Yes,
that'd be kind of cool.
Like the Fallout,
like just like a species with a big one. Yeah. Oh, like a person, just a person with antlers or something.
What video was that for? That is
more, Scotty. That's more than I bargained for you. You know.
There we go. Good job, Jerry. Yes, I love you. Good job. That was mine. I know mine. Here's the one that I'm kind of. This one got me excited.
College career, don't worry.
Though this is not necessarily a real life organism, I would choose the Kelly Hopkinsville aliens that Jerry and I would choose this guy.
Damn it, Scotty. That's
what I was thinking of. I want something that looks like this. This is creepy.
How are you answering something? Like we are becoming the same person?
This is exactly what I would choose. Hold on. There's another image coming up.
That looks like one of the tooth fairies from Harry Potter and the Prisoner of the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh, yes.
The little tooth fairies from that professor.
It does. Oh my God. Good eye. They may have been a design. That may have been intentional, maybe. I don't know. Because those things these things were like benevolent, but like not. I don't know. It's weird.
They kept. Yeah, it's a whole story. Like we did a show on it. We every now and then around Halloween we'll do like a paranormal thing like happening or something that supposedly happened and just kind of like really dissect that. So that was one we did. The Kelly Knox Hopkinsville goblins. See what I did there? I added Kelly's last name in there.
I'd pick Panda Ewoks. That's really sweet, actually.
Okay.
That one's cool. Chill.
I think that I would pick because like right now I'm a big Lothcat person.
Yeah,
like Merle and everything. Like I love Lothcats, the Tuca cats, things like that. I'm a big cat guy. I love dogs and cats.
Cat guy,
but I'm a big cat guy. Just take that however you will. But let's get kind of a unicorn type thing.
Oh,
in there.
Okay.
Like a Pegasus, like winged horse or no?
Something. You know what? Let's go wing too. Let's do some wings on there too. Like a winged mount. We haven't had one of those in a minute. I mean,
it's funny.
Clone Wars we had like those.
Most
lizards.
Star Wars, the creatures are already pretty ecologically sound. You know what I mean? Like they fit with their ecosystems well, where we don't get those kind of wild variations in organisms. Like I would love a winged horse or a winged mammal, but like it doesn't happen often in Star Wars. And maybe I'm wrong, but just like reflecting on it, like everything usually just has really big horns or really big like claws. Like there's nothing really, you know what I mean? Like there's nothing out of the ordinary. Like Purrgil, just really big whales, right? You know, then you've got like the Acklay, which is just like this weird spider reptile crab. Like they have their moments.
He's more crab-like to me.
Yeah,
honestly, I feel like you could you get some butter and some lemon. You could make a good like something with an Acklay.
Acklay, yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair. That's not bad. But like even you got a big lizard that Obi-Wan rides. Like there are big versions of things. Blizzard bird. Like I but I do want something like that. I want like a winged mammal. I want something to like kind of bizarre, almost just like not possible. I like that. I would love if they got
Star Wars dragon, like an actual
oh my god
dragon. I've
yes,
Googled
that would be
this,
cool.
I've searched, I've gone into the void, and there's stuff in like the comic books and whatnot, but I want to know what Star Wars thinks a dragon looks like
yes
within it. Like, I don't know what planet it lives on or where it comes from, but like some kind of like King Kong hollow earth within a planet, you know, I don't know, but a dragon.
Yeah.
I honestly think the closest we have to that, Sarah, is probably the mythosaur so far, and we haven't even seen a full shot of it. All we have is that like silhouetted shot of its eye and its skull structure, and that's about as dragon-esque as have we gotten. You know what I mean? And I have an image of that. I'm gonna pull up that thing Boop asked
The water
me to
was
pull up
really
as well.
murky. Yeah.
Very murky. The mines of
Yeah.
Mandalore. They need to clean that shit
Say
up.
we get something like there's the book where Anakin remembers the story his mom told him, right? That called the Sun Dragon type of
Like,
thing.
there's the mythosaur.
Oh yeah.
The mythosaur right there.
That one's pretty cool. I like that. But I'm gonna get the Senate. You said the Centaur from Fallout? Let me look that up. I only played Fallout when I was like in high school. Centaur.
Oh, the crate.
Alden,
Yeah. The crate monster definitely is kind
the
of
crate. The crates. Yeah, it ended up being a little more like snaky kind of a thing too. It would have seemed like to me. But Alden says, I'd also love for the hypothetical Star Wars dragon to be sentient. Let it talk and have opinions like Smaug.
Oh, see, I would love that. This is the Centaur from
that
what?
Can talk to your mind.
Yes.
I don't.
Oh, Centaur.
That's kind of weird. This is kind of weird, Boop. I don't know
Let's
if I
have
like
it in
this
there.
one. Let's have it in there.
We're gonna give Scotty nightmares tonight. That's fine.
All right, that was a good one. I like that one. Jerry, that's the one you did. That one, yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Sorry,
yes,
that was my
yes,
turn.
yeah. You did that. I'm gonna do one now. Here we go.
On top of it.
This is for the Force. Oh, I like this one. 81. You're 9 years old, like Anakin Skywalker, and a Jedi offers to take you away from your home for training. Would you go? I had a pretty good childhood, so I probably would say no. I love my mom, and I love being at home with my mom, my sister, and my dad. So I think at that point in my life, at 9 years old, I was pretty happy. And if I had these magical abilities and that was already like kind of known, I would do my best as a person to hone in on those things without the training of someone else. I don't know. Like at this point in my life, it was pretty awesome. When I was like 13, it got a little shitty. But like 9 years old,
yeah,
I would stay. I don't know about y'all. It's kind of a heavy question, Kelly. Making me think about trauma. Thanks.
God damn, Kelly, gonna make us good. Like I'm in therapy, so it's fine. It will be good. So
outsource it to your therapist.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I'll have my therapist bill you, Kelly. It's fine. No. At that time, like you're saying, Scotty, I think young me probably would have said no. But at this point I am in my life with like how much has changed over time and everything in my life and kind of the place I am now, looking back on things, you really start thinking about, maybe I should have gone this way. What if I did this? What if I went there? And so now I am kind of like thinking, yeah, little me may have not wanted to do it, but at the same time, I don't know. Big me kind of wants to go back in time and be like, no, do it. Go with the Jedi. And see what things turn out as. See what happens to you. So I think that's my answer.
What about you, Sarah? What do you think?
Yeah, what do you got, Sarah?
I was like totally fine as my life was at 9. I probably would have said, sure, let's do this. This sounds like a great magical life. It sounds like we're going off to like, the Hogwarts Jedi school. Let's do this. But I would have absolutely freaked out, called my mom, called my dad, had somebody pick my ass up probably within 10 minutes of arriving to that temple, because I would have been too scared to interact with any other kids. I'd have to wait for somebody to like bring me into their circle, and I would have the stomach issues would have been intensely insane. So yeah, I would have gone, but I would have gone. Yep.
You would have tried it,
I mean,
but you probably wouldn't have stayed.
The whole thing that I pulled. Oh yeah. The whole thing I pulled at a few sleepovers, quite a few sleepovers in my day, right? Yep. Where you go, you're like, I want to go and have the fun. When it's time to sleep, where's my mom?
Yeah, that was
get me away from these kids.
Exactly. Yeah. I'll never forget that first experience too. That's a real. Yeah. Yeah. So the chat actually got pretty intense for a second there, of course, with our answers as well. Boop says I was a 9-year-old with an intense anxiety. Probably not. So probably not, which is fair. Then Alden says, I didn't have a dad, so I'd probably go. My mom would encourage me to do so. I think she'd feel guilty about potentially holding me back. And it did get real in the chat. That's how it's supposed to be, though. It should get real.
Yeah.
Kelly said, how dare you make me think?
Yeah. Kelly rightfully chastising. It's fine. Look, we did think, Kelly. We did.
Yeah, we did.
We love your questions.
Buck, I would stay even though my life sucked. 9-year-old me had to protect my siblings, support my mom. Now I would go. I think I feel the same, Buck. I think now I would go, but then I wouldn't have. But that option's not for us now. It's for us then.
That was my answer, but I kind of cheated with that. But it's the when looking back, you're kind of like, man, what if I kind of took that separate path or something like that? Again, this is hypothetical space wizard shit, but it's very thought provoking.
Yeah, and I agree with Boop. Haven't read the hobby yet at 9. My sense of it changed a lot when I was 13. I think at 13, everyone's perspective of that's the catalyst. You know, that's
a good age. Yeah.
And I love Troy. I would turn Sith. I think that's what would happen to a lot of us is we would inevitably turn Sith, not on purpose, but by accident, and at an older age if we had to experience this. That was a heavy one. I like that one.
Well, and we all go at 9. We have to listen to Yoda bitch about how we're we're too old to start the training and stuff, right? No, we don't want to deal with that the whole time.
It should also be noted I would
dirty look.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
no one
everyone
needs
else. That. Yeah, not worth it. It should also be noted that
I'm not going to get side-eyed by a Muppet. Excuse me. Sorry. Please continue.
Or a tennis ball with a green screen behind it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. Right.
I like the idea of what Alden said here. I'd end up some sort of temple washout, find my mom again, show her I can live shit with my mind. That is probably what most of us would end up doing because Anakin was brave to undergo what he went through. You know, that's a pretty intense thing.
I mean, Jerry, if it was High Republic Jedi, I'd go right then.
Here we go.
Things where they had much better health care and mental care and stuff back then. You're saying
I don't know much about the High Republic, but can you be like a baker and like a librarian and stuff? Like, could you be like a non-combative Jedi?
They have. You're finding out all of the Jedi jobs in the High Republic, and there are it's a ton of I do this. And I bake bread, but also I can kick ass.
Yeah,
and if I need to,
kick ass.
That's Sarah's job. Bake bread, kick ass. There we go.
I need a shirt that says that.
I'm here to bake bread and kick ass.
And I'm all out of bread.
Republic.
Jerry, can you pull another card for us, bud? We can do this for another 20 more minutes. Let's see.
I could do this all day.
Oh,
I know.
I like
keep going.
Captain America shit.
Okay, characters. Number 4. Do you think Ahsoka Tano is still a Jedi, even though she chose to leave the Order? Why or why not?
Now, this is coming out before I believe the show came out. If I'm not mistaken, I think this was it was a month or so difference between this and the show coming out.
I believe so. Yeah, correct this in the chat, Kelly. If
I think it's right because this photo is from The Mandalorian season 2. So, man, that's a struggle. Do you think Ahsoka Tano is still a Jedi even though she chose to leave the Order? Why or why not? I'll read what else. The following thing it says is right here. I'll read it. Ahsoka Tano left the Jedi Order and picked her own path instead. In an epic showdown years after, she told Darth Vader, I am no Jedi. But she still helped innocent people and was part of the rebellion. Can someone be a Jedi in actions and not in name? That's kind of heavy.
I think I have my answer and stuff. And part of this goes back to, and again, like I don't know how much like Sarah knows about my past and everything, but I used to like be like I used to teach like Bible classes and stuff in church and stuff. And I'm no longer religious. I'm no longer religious. But when you think about, which is why I identify a lot with like her just saying I'm going to leave and do my own thing and stuff. Like I haven't kept now. I don't practice any of that stuff anymore. But when you think about, was she still a Jedi? What was that in the book? It said like she was still helping people. She was still doing. She
was still helping innocent people. Yeah.
She was a Jedi in everything but name, to me.
Yeah.
And I get like I've come to a place in my life where I don't think you need God to be a good person. Mm-hmm. I think that if you have the empathy and kindness and everything of a Jedi, this is what the Jedi are supposed to teach us. I'm getting very serious right now, but the Jedi are here to teach us that like you don't have to have the special space powers. You can be a Jedi yourself if you're just willing to step out of your comfort zone to help someone. It's about gathering a community around you and stuff, and like helping people in the community and things of that nature. So it was, I don't know, that was kind of word salady at the end, but I think I started off strong. So what do we got here? Oh, Alden, I don't know if y'all need a little more time or whatever. I'll pull up some chats here. Alden Diaz says, I'd argue that she's actually more Jedi. Not only is she one, she's one of the definitive examples to shake the dogma and walk the walk instead of writing rules and talking the talk.
That's wow. That's pretty good.
So
I think for me personally, I don't think that labels are all that important in terms of what you do with yourself. That's the important part, right? Mm-hmm. So how you handle, your good conscience, or how you handle good deeds and putting things out in the universe and getting things back out of doing that, if you're doing it in terms of not expecting anything in return, much like Ahsoka does for pretty much every scene that she's in. I don't think it's necessary to even have to, like Alden said, title her Jedi. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some things like Qui-Gon, we always joke he's the most Jedi to ever Jedi, but then again, he himself really doesn't follow the dogmatic rules of the Jedi. Like he wouldn't even believe leaving the order means anything. You know what I mean?
Well, and I think that like when we were having that conversation too, a lot of it was that he was like not in the dogma, because like the Jedi had become something that a Jedi shouldn't be at that time. And so, and
he seems like kind of an outcast for that, for having those ideas and leaning that way. Not entirely, but you could just tell that his vibe was definitely different than most of the people in the council and hanging around the Jedi Temple.
Yeah.
Right.
I will cite one thing too in Revenge of the Sith that's very insightful to me. As a person, like, you've got that moment where, Anakin, if you're not with me, you're my enemy kind of thing. And he is dealing in absolutes, which is what Sith normally do. Whereas most of the people that do leave the order, Count Dooku, for example, left the order, and he left it for malicious reasons, come to find out. And a lot of people that do leave the order usually leave the order because they see some sort of fallacy in it. But I don't know. That's a very good question, Kelly. I like this one. Sarah, do you have anything else you want to flesh out with that one, or no?
I would just say real quick that I think, I haven't seen the last few seasons of Clone Wars. And I did not do the Ahsoka live action show because I want to finish Rebels and Clone Wars so I can get it all. But that being said, I am on Twitter like every day and chronically online. So I know a lot of what goes on with her. And from what I've seen of her in live action and what I've seen of her in animation, I feel like I think she took the best parts of what being a Jedi is with her and carries that with her. And it's like you guys basically just described. It's about you know, reaching out, helping people that need help, you know, forming some kind of a community, probably not being completely isolated. So yeah, that's all I got for Ahsoka.
That's beautiful.
But yeah, like beyond a Jedi, like it's something outgrown. It's a beautiful, you know, floral vine that has outgrown the concrete confines of what the Jedi were up until that point.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, that's a beautiful sentiment. I love that.
And Eli also the same idea here. No matter when it came out, but of course she's still a Jedi. She embodies the ideals of a Jedi, and I think that's very important to acknowledge. This next one with Boop as well. This one says the way I think of the Mortis mythos. Would you call the daughter a Jedi? And I don't know if you had gotten to that part yet, Sarah, in Clone Wars, but like that, it's great. It's a great because it makes you really question what these titles are and like really what they look like, and is fear really the dark side, or is the dark side something else? And and Kelly said cars were before Ahsoka aired. I wondered if taking a Padawan indicates a change of heart, which is very interesting. Yeah, that could be the case too. That's a really because that's a title. That's a title, much like a Jedi's a title. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yes,
I was gonna say
self-identification is very
self-identification. That's huge. I was gonna say when you do get to the Mortis arc, that's a good one to rip a big fat doob in.
I've heard stories. Yeah, I might have to go into another frame of mind for that.
That one, yes.
that one you need to be on an altered consciousness a little bit. So, oh man. Anyway, well, hey, is it my turn now, or
I think you just did one. That was yours. I'm gonna do mine.
I keep track of things beautifully.
I only have tarot cards to choose from, so
well, hey, we'll have you. Can you do? We'll have you do a reading of us here in a minute.
Did y'all see that clip on Twitter of like on Fox News they were predicting like Donald Trump's campaign
I heard
run?
About that.
Yes, with the tarot cards,
death card, and she's like, "Well, this is not quite what you think it is." I'm like, "Oh my god, that was some funny shit, man."
If you see the number 13 in a skeleton, that's the death card coming for you.
That's right. Okay, my card,
changed,
not a death
right?
card, not a death card. 87. Luke Skywalker says, confronting fear is the destiny of a Jedi. Have you faced a fear? What happened? Fuck, that's a heavy one too.
Damn it, we have to think again.
I love you, Kelly. I'll give mine.
Therapy time with Kelly Knox.
Mine's very simple. I started a new position at my school this year. I'm the computer teacher now, and I taught science for 4 years, and I'm obviously certified to do all that stuff, but I specialized in science in college, and I kind of had to jump into computer science. And this year it has been, I wouldn't say a struggle, but I'm really trying to learn how to be an effective teacher in this new field. That is a not graded class. It's an auxiliary class. So it's not graded, which I'm most definitely struggling with. And I'm not going to lie, every morning there's a slight tinge or like feeling of fear in my gut that I don't know what I'm doing. If what I'm doing is as effective as it was the past 5 years of my life teaching science. So I'm worried about, sounds so stupid, I'm worried about legacy. Like, will these kids actually learn something from me? Will they actually remember their science? Like, does it really all matter? That's something I'm confronting every day, where like, I know my kids that I taught science to love science and they enjoy it. Now my fear is like, are they missing out on good science because I'm not teaching science? So this literally, like every morning, I don't know if I made the right decision. So that's the fear that I am confronting recently. And the kids don't take me serious because it's not a serious core curriculum class. So like I struggle with this, like deeply struggle with this. And like, I'm trying to figure out what my next steps are going to be, because I want nothing more than to have a class that feels like you're learning, but at the same exact time, you're not being graded. I don't know. It's difficult. It's a weird thing to dance. So that's my fear. I don't know who wants to share their deeply personal thing next.
I'll go ahead. I'll get it out of the way.
Okay.
All I could think of was when I had my first kid. It was 2012. Instagram was first starting. Facebook had been out for a while, so it's like social media had been around, and there was this microscopic lens on everything like you did as a incoming mother and as a mom. It was like, well, we're all doing this, so if you don't do that, you're weird or blah blah blah. So there's a lot of anxiety on top of the typical anxiety. And you know, I had some friends that were pregnant around the same time, and they had this plan, and these guys had that plan, and you know, and I'm not saying anything's right or wrong. This is about fear, okay? This is like, I just knew like the day it happens, like the day the baby comes, the day he's here, he arrives, that like both of us got to make it. Like we both got to get out of this, and whatever we need to do, whatever needs to get done has to be done. And when I had my it was fine. It worked out great. I felt like my anxiety was down, and it was like facing this black giant tidal wave of something that you didn't know was coming for you. And I felt like I could have just freaked out the rest of the day, but I kind of felt like I surrendered to it. However, when I had my second son, they were like, oh, hey, this time, because of a medical condition, we can't give you the shot, the thing, what's it called? The
epidural?
Yeah, that thing, the epidural. They were like, no epidural this time.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, well, how come? And then they were like, you know, with this thing that you have, we're not sure if it's going to work out. So long story short, I was like, okay, like it went a certain way before. You can't assume it's going to go the same way again, but I just sort of had it in my head that it probably would. Right. And so I just had to like, it was just this black tidal wave of just like, of fear and just having to kind of surrender to it, because there's only one outcome you want at the end of the day when it comes to that. You just want both of you to get out of it. So long story short, shift change happened within an hour of me being told that I couldn't have an epidural. And the next anesthesiologist who came in was like, actually, everything looks fine here, and we'll get ready to go here, like, immediately. So as soon as I just went like, okay, all right, whatever, like, let's just do this. Somebody give me a freaking crystal or a something, like, to get me through this. And then somebody walked in and was like, no problem. We'll get you loaded up real good for this. So
that's wonderful.
Sometimes you gotta face your fear to
Right. Yeah, you get that reward there towards the end and stuff, but like that's God.
Wow.
I wrote a very nice thank you note to my nurse. I was like,
I bet.
That's so
That's
absolutely.
very personal. It's something, and I'm gonna be honest with you here. This gets into something that most people avoid discussing, but as men, I have no idea what that's like, and I will never understand what that's like. And that's a very difficult thing as a woman to undergo and experience, and most definitely bring a person into this world. That's fucking scary. That's one of my biggest fears right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, Sarah. Like seriously, like me and my wife, like, you know, I told her once she's done with law school, we're gonna see what we can do. But like we've been married now for almost a year, and like everyone's like, when are you gonna have grandkids? And I'm like,
everyone's always trying to step on the gas, and you just like just back the fuck off.
That freaks me out. And like, I'm glad you said that, because right now I might have to reach out to you. Right now I'm going through the same, like, what do I like? How do I don't know. It's very surreal. That was a beautiful answer. Thank you. The
closest I ever got to that again was the birth of my daughter, you know, being there with my ex and stuff, you know, and we would have conversations. We were scared to death. We had conversations where, like, if it came down to her or the baby, which would we choose? And I told her that I would choose you at the time, and things like that. You know, it was just like it's just an insanely scary time, and you just have those conversations and stuff is very helpful and stuff. But again, I'm just glad that other person came in and was able to alleviate your stuff, because that was
like, I was like, all right, well, I guess it's different this time. So
yeah,
and I looked at my ex, and I looked at my mom, and I was like, okay, like, all right, And then an hour later, it was like it never happened. Like, oh, you're fine. Everything will be great.
Felt like that cowboy riding the atomic bomb or something, or whatever that is, like the that visual and stuff.
Yes.
Oh man, it's insane.
Jerry, what's your fear before? Oh, we can go to the chat real quick because the chat is some very.
Let's do the chat. Let's do the chat a little bit.
I'll read the chat real quick. These are pretty heavy, and I love that Kelly. When we asked the question, she wrote, "Oh man, that's pretty good." This one's pretty heavy. Boop said they left the church, and the only environment I've ever known came out. Met you losers all the same year. Fear is my bitch at this point. And that is a
fuck you. You're a fucking badass.
Would that have been like, Boop, be honest, would that have been like 2020 or 2019? I think it would have been around that time, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think we both leave around the same time.
Boop? I think so.
I think we were around there because I had the kind of same. Again, I'm a straight guy. I didn't have to come out or anything, but like just like to lose that. It's a big thing to step out of an environment where you have people who if you kind of agree with them, like they support you and stuff like that, but just to walk out of that framework takes a lot of strength.
Most certainly does.
Or establishing a new community, that is not easy.
No,
at all. Sometimes if you don't think about it and you do it, it actually is better. And if I mean that, like, if that makes sense, like sometimes if you just go with it, if you
pull a Han Solo,
if you listen to your Han Solo, your gut instincts, you just fucking do it. Like it's better sometimes that way. And look, this is what I was excited about Eli's. I was very afraid to start college. I'm still scared about it all the time, but I do it. And look, dude, that is a freaky time. That's all on you. You do not you do not have to go to those classes. You do not have to be in those communities or those clubs. But the fact that you do, that's badass. Because some people don't.
Cheers. Yeah. Cheers to that.
Cheers to
Cheers
Eli.
to you, buddy. Seriously,
hey,
we love you, buddy.
Thanks for coming by, Brennan. I'm glad to see you.
Hey, what's up, Brennan?
Buck, this is a good one. Queer folks to face fear every time we walk out the door, every time we are just ourselves in public. And look, I've seen that firsthand from some of my queer friends and people that I know just from this friend circle that we have right now. Like it's a chastising world. It's a world that is not forgiving to people that act or function any differently than the absolute hetero norm that we have set up as a society. And I couldn't imagine what that's like. I don't know what that's like. I have kids that think they think I'm weird because I just talk differently. I'm not like most of their right-wing Republican fathers. Like they're like, you have long hair. That's weird, Mr. Jarro. I'm like, it's not that weird though. Like, I don't know. They live in a very closed-off Catholic community, and that's something they can't help that yet. They just
when you finally step outside of that world, you can kind of like see. But just to go back to this unfortunate reality is that like you honestly you guys, okay, we keep saying everyone's a badass, but you are a badass. Like all of you getting out there going just living your life, just trying to live your life and still getting berated, but listen, we love you, and I'm glad y'all are here and stuff.
Yes, of course.
I'm glad y'all are friends.
This one's heavy. I'll read this one. I try to be like Luke by confronting my father. I was 18, except we didn't duel to the death. I called his office, first time we ever interacted, and you guess how that went based on my bubbly aura. I mean, that's serious shit, you know, having to confront a family member that made the decision to leave. You know what I mean?
Well, and just stay gone too. It's just like,
stay gone.
It's shitty. It was a shitty thing for them to do, and that took a lot of guts for you to do that. Seriously,
unbelievably. And Kelly, thank you. You're a badass too, Kelly. You wrote this. You're a badass.
Yeah, cheers to Kelly for the questions, but also cheers to everyone in the chat again.
Exactly, 100%.
Doing all your things you need to do.
Connor,
one step forward every day.
That's right. Connor says, I can't think of any fears that I've ever confronted, but one I could think of is probably just dealing with my eye stuff for the past 2.5 years, just dealing with whatever fear I might have from it. That's true. That you have to give up a lot when you have a legal blindness situation. You have to give up a lot of your freedoms that you would have normally.
Doctor stuff is exhausting.
Yes.
Like doctor stuff, like that shit's just. Sorry, I don't want to cuss.
No, you can.
Fuck it. You can do it. You're good.
No, that's. So, yeah, Connor, you're facing your fear because the doctor stuff, the calling, the appointments, the showing up, we have to change it for this, or actually your provider's not in here today. Oh, you need this medication. The pharmacy doesn't have it. Why don't you try this pharmacy instead of that pharmacy? Actually, we have to call your insurance because even though they said that it's supposed to be filled today, they're saying that the doctor needs to approve it before it gets filled. Well, didn't the doctor approve it to get filled in the first place?
Yeah.
It's very bureaucratic. I don't like
that. Tiring.
Maybe it's an American thing.
We have to jump. We have to jump through too many hoops in this country.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Oh.
Like we have to. Like
Buck,
it's a business here. It's not a human right. So anyway, woo.
I don't know what this is like at all, and I couldn't even imagine what this is like.
But
going after kids was terrifying. I wasn't sure I was going to. I mean, I literally cannot picture or imagine that. That is real shit. Like that.
I had a childhood best friend who we were best friends a couple years into college, but he didn't go to college. He went to the war in Iraq, and just like came back like it's a completely different person and stuff. And he made it back too. And I'm glad that both of y'all made it back. And just man, I don't know, Buck, you are a fucking badass, honestly. In every sense of the goddamn word too. So but yeah, no, let's listen. I think we've talked enough about fears and stuff like that here.
Jerry, you have to share yours though. We have to hear yours. We heard everyone else's.
So I think a lot of mine had to deal with a lot of like what Boop was talking about, like the leaving a support, a community that you already have and going in. Like I moved up, like I said, to Michigan with my ex. My family's from Arkansas, if you can believe it. And now again, so we got divorced a couple years ago. I'm not leaving. I got my kid up here and stuff. I'm not leaving. I'm going to be a part of her life. And, what is hard for me is to not hardly have anyone, except for I can yell at our friend Trey across the lake sometimes and stuff, but it's a very big lake that is between us, between here and Chicago.
Lake Michigan?
But Lake Michigan's quite, you can't see the other side, so I don't know if Trey can hear me if I'm when I'm screaming on the beach. Yeah, but that, like, and I worry about like if I'm like being a good enough dad and stuff like that. I worry about like, if like I have enough for her. It's just me when she comes over here, right? Like I'm seriously getting into some serious shit right here.
Yeah.
But I think that's the stuff that scares me the most right now. The fears that I'm having to conquer is just like making sure that I'm here, that I'm not too into like, the kind of bad shit that's happened, put that away and be there for her and stuff like that. So when I need to be.
Beautiful.
But yeah,
that's
anyway,
amazing.
There you go.
That's perfectly deep.
Let's cry. Can we have a good cry? I think I need one.
I love that Sarah's first from this show. It gets real fucking serious really quick.
Yeah, I thought I was doing my telehealth therapy appointment today, but here we are.
Mine's not till next week, but okay.
So Jerry, you can do that. So try to find a lighthearted one. We can end on the light.
I was gonna say, let's do a creature card.
Yes.
Oh shit! What creature was the most like your father? No, I'm just kidding.
My God.
I'm joking.
Not right now. Please.
No. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Creatures.
That time.
That's a joke. That was a joke. I'm sorry.
Watto.
Number 31. You what?
Empty space.
Yeah. Number 31. What is the scariest creature in Star Wars? There you go.
That's a good one. It freaked me out. It really freaked me out as a grown adult. When I saw Solo and they had that fucking we all thought it was Abeloth or whatever the hell that was. The big creature.
Oh,
the vacuum
giant,
creature.
Like, yeah.
And all the eyes.
Chick?
No. In the void. Hold on,
the Kessel Run.
In the Kessel Run. Yeah, the Kessel Run scene. Okay.
The giant Cthulhu squid thing.
Dude,
the Lovecraftian horror.
I'm looking it up. It's called the Summa
Venom.
Vernimoth.
Hold on. I can never. Suma Verminoth. There you go. You have to say it like you're like. You have to say it like you're what's his name? I can't remember, but god damn it, my ADHD's letting me not remember any names today.
I'm trying to find a good picture.
You say like you're Werner Herzog or something there.
Yeah, that thing was freaking scary. That
Scotty, Katie says to watch your language.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Sorry, Katie. She's gonna fuss at me when I get back to the bedroom. Did she really say that in the chat? Did she really say that?
She did.
Watch your language, Scott Jarro. Yes, ma'am. I'll do that.
She said, "Watch it, bro."
I know. She's gonna tell me your kids watch this. When we get back in the room and get fussed at. Look, this is a good picture of the Suma Veramoth. This thing, this was scary.
Oh yeah. Okay, no, that looks like it was in the Mariana Trench.
Yeah,
the Mariana Trench.
It really
That's
does.
what ate the guys on the Titanic submersible. It wasn't an implosion.
Oh,
it was this thing.
Yeah. Is the Suma Verminoth.
The Suma Verminoth.
The Suma Verminoth. I want to see the baby. That thing, yeah.
That's my creature. I do not like that one. Sarah, do you have yours yet? Do you know what your?
Okay. Okay. It's from the Darth Vader comics, I think. It is the thing that comes out of the bog. It's the head. It's the spidery head thing that he talks to.
Eye of the Weepish Bog.
Yeah, the boggy thing.
Yeah.
It reminds me of the now I know horror here is a little, but the thing, if you guys have ever seen the thing, there's the head that has the spidery tentacle thing.
Yeah, with the head falls off.
That's what that reminds me of, kind of. That big
The
head.
Thing is one of my all-time favorite sci-fi horrors, by the way. A great movie.
Hold on, I'm trying to get a picture of this creature right now.
Yeah, that's a great. It's like the guy's head who I think it's upside down, like little eyes pop out of the neck and stuff.
And then I think there was some concept art that they did of Kylo Ren with the Eye of the Bog thing as well. But yeah.
I'm getting that pulled up right now. I know exactly what you're talking about. Hold on.
Yeah.
Taking a second.
It's got the skinny spider legs.
Yeah, no, this is crazy.
Suma Kerfunkafuck. Is Connor trying to say it?
Suma. Look, this is a good one. This one is nice and creepy. Hold on, it's getting pulled up right now. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh
my
god.
It's that giant head with the spider thing attached to it.
Oh.
I'm almost more scared of the big baby. Like what the rest of it look. You know what I mean? That thing's huge.
It's like an iceberg baby. Creature.
Iceberg baby.
This is iceberg, the iceberg baby.
And look, they even have like a maquette made up and everything. This is like an actual cut scene.
It was a huge thing. Like we were saying, like it ends up in the comics and stuff. But
this is a whole here's another image of it. It is at Neil Scanlon's Creature Shop. Like that's a real.
Oh wow!
Yeah, isn't that freaky?
Oh yeah, they were not messing around. They were
there. I would say they were like halfway there. They were that. I mean, that's close.
We gotta bring some more weird stuff into Star Wars.
Yes,
I want more.
The weirder the better. Like baby head. Exactly. Poop baby head. More baby heads in Star Wars.
Give us this.
We want more baby.
That sounded bad.
Well, no, listen, no. We're gonna tweet the hashtag more baby heads.
Jerry, do you know yours? Do you know yours at all?
Scotty, remember the first year we were doing a podcast and we did like the Jabba's Palace background character episode?
Yes.
Remember the pure nightmare fuel that filled those halls?
What was the one that freaked us out the most?
There was one. So I have two. It's the two-headed giraffe.
Yes.
It looks like if you took like a picture that a 12-year if you had a 3-year-old draw a giraffe and then made that a physical organism is what it looks like.
Uvarian.
Looking for it? I forget what it's called.
Vernian?
Vernian, is that what it is?
Hold on. I have an image coming up in just a moment.
Star Wars giraffe creature.
It's literally what I looked up.
Collaborate and listen, Kylo, iceberg baby. Wow, okay, I lost the rhythm there.
Here we go. I got it pulled up. This guy right here. What in the world?
Yeah, it's two heads, and it's like.
Road to the Hut. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Can you see him in the back? Look at this. Yeah, I'm not a fan.
It's like two golf club covers with teeth.
Yeah, they look. I used to be a cart girl on a golf course, and I'm telling you right there, somebody took inspiration from golf club covers.
Look at those things.
Not a fan.
But those things, but also the one that we really got like scared of was there was that one like promotional picture of a Monomon.
Oh yes.
The tall flat that they were going to be. They're in that like animatic of the Clone Wars. They were going to be in that Crystal Crisis one.
Yes,
and like they rolled and stuff. It's a cool looking species, and I'd seen it my whole life, and I wasn't scared of it. But when you look at that specific picture of a Monomon, it was like it wasn't. Yeah, it was like a black background. It was like that thing's face close up. Red eyes, black back. It was that picture down there. Hold on, go back.
Okay, go back. Go
back and scroll down. Right there. That's the picture. I don't know if we can get that any bigger. That looks like something like I would like imagine that coming out of your closet and like standing at the foot of your bed.
And that looks like one of Huggy Wuggy's friends or something.
Yeah.
Huggy Wuggy. I made him in the background by accident instead of the.
God damn it, Scotty!
It's the background.
Wow!
Look away, everyone.
What?
Yeah, not a fan of that. That's certainly not Bombad. That is.
Yeah, but those guys turn into little wheels and roll around, according to the Clone Wars arc.
Yes, they do. It
was never produced.
They're kind of like pseudo droidicas.
That's what we said, Scott. Like y'all go back and listen to some of those. I don't know if those old episodes are worth listening to or not, but look, there's his crotch.
Oh my god!
Sleep paralysis demon.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, yeah, not a fan.
As you wake up, that thing's like right above your face. I'm sorry. I'll stop. One sentence horror stories with me over here.
I don't know if we want to do one more. I'm gonna try to find one more lighthearted one, then we can call it a night.
We got Alden's got one here. Perrin is a very scary, also very scary creature.
Yes.
He's a rich centrist who demeans his powerful, brilliant spouse. So
he is the epitome of when you see a bad bitch and you see her husband and you go,
how?
You know, where you see some couples, you're like, yeah. This one, you're like, yeah, and then you go,
ow. Yeah. How did you pull that? There's no way.
Yeah.
She had a whole kid with that.
All right, I got a good one.
It was an arranged marriage too, right? That's how he got
right.
That.
Okay.
Oh, totally.
That's how we got into that.
This is the best one. I love this one. This is a good one to end the night.
We're gonna end it on
113. It's karaoke night at Moss Isley Cantina. What song do you perform for the tough crowd? It's for the tough crowd, not for the easygoing.
Does it have to be a song within the Star Wars universe?
I don't think so. I think this could be.
I think it could be any song.
I think it could be an anthem.
Okay. So
listen, Kelly, tell us if we're wrong.
Okay.
Yeah, Kelly.
I'm sorry,
Sarah. Kelly, let us know.
Let us know, Kelly. I would assume she means any song, and if I were to go with my instant choice at the top of my head, Mr. Brightside, that would be it. It would get everyone. All hyped up. We sing it at my wedding, Jerry. We sing it at my wedding, and that was an absolute blast. Any song, read the booklet.
She said, "Read the booklet."
Any song.
Let me see. I'll make sure I read the booklet.
That was dude at your reception. Yeah, singing that.
We posted it.
I was like 5 gin and tonics in at that point.
Hold on, I can
just lightsabers and sweat on the dance floor. It was so great.
Mr. Bright said that there is a video of us on the Bombadcast page of us all singing it. So that is something you can actually view live. And that would be it. I think that one's a good one for the rough crowd because everyone knows the feeling of Mr. Bright. So everyone's been in that scenario that they don't want to be in, and they're witnessing a lover or a friend, having to go through something that you don't want them going. Like this is.
Don't take us down, YouTube.
Yeah, that's from the
We're
actual
reliving
wedding.
memories.
We're all trying to come out of our cage when it comes down to
Yeah.
That's right.
We're doing just fine.
We're doing just fine. It's perfect. You can see Katie singing it. It's a great
Katie.
video. You can see Jerry. You see me singing it. Yeah, this would be it.
I was back there with Jared and them. I was back there with Jared. We were losing our shit.
Yeah, Mr. Brightside's it. That'd be the one. I don't know about y'all, but I would say Mr. Brightside.
Honestly, that's a powerhouse one. That's a powerhouse.
That's a good one. That's a good one. All right. Sarah, Jerry, you got yours?
Go ahead, Jerry.
Was it? Well, I think that my first answer. So I'm a 2-answer person, I guess, is my thing. I can't decide. I'm indecisive. That's my thing. Jedi rocks for in universe because fuck everyone. I'm bringing it back. I love it. I'm gonna sing. I'm gonna call my boy Jiao Yaoza on stage with me.
Is that from the Visions episode?
Special.
Yeah, right.
The special editions.
Tatooine one?
Mm-hmm.
No,
yeah.
that's another one. That's another one. That's a good one too. That's Tatooine Rhapsody.
Tatooine Rhapsody.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Jedi Rocks is the one that everyone hates because they replaced it in the original movies and stuff. It's the and that's what I would do.
That's a good
for
one.
my in-universe song.
What about your
for my Earth song? I rock out All the Small Things by Blink-182.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Like that's one we used to play. The first band I was in, that was like one of our best songs. That's like the one we closed on and stuff. And so I would rock out some Blink-182, All the Small Things, and have everyone in unison, like all the Ithorians and the Duros, and have them all screaming "Work sucks!" Like it'd be great.
No. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one, Jerry. Sarah, what about you?
Okay, so I'm gonna put myself in the scene. I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi. I've been living in isolation for years, and I just need a night out. I need to just sing a freaking song. Oh my god, I'm sorry. To sing a song,
sing that fucking song,
and get it out. And I'm going to kill every vibe in that room with Celine Dion's "All by Myself." Okay, we've got Ewan McGregor. He's got the voice of an angel. We've all seen Moulin Rouge.
Well, hell yeah.
Okay, he gets in there and you start to hear the piano, and the ballad is starting to spill into the energy of the room, and he's gonna suck out all the energy, and everybody's gonna just be left with just a blinkless stare, dead eyes, and then he's just going to walk away and go back home to his isolation cave in the middle of the Tatooine ocean.
Fuck it, just drop the mic and leave.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's better. I love it. I love it.
Fuck yeah. I love it. The chat has some good answers too. Sky Holiday said "Believe" by Cher. I like that one. That's a damn good one. That one is one of those ones you just can dance on stage. Everyone gets behind it. It's All Coming Back to Me Now by Celine Dion. A long ass song.
Who said that?
Buck said that. Buck said that.
Buck said that.
Oh, what? How did I miss that?
That's a good one. That's a really
good one. You guys are connected. That's perfect.
Ooh, November Rain. Wow, this is like a heartbreaking one too.
He said November Rain, but then also Alden said later, I'm doing Sinatra's My Way after
My Way.
Gin and tonics. Alden, I can't wait till listen, Alden, we got to get in a bar and have some gin and tonics
in Japan. We're gonna be in Japan karaokeing. It'll be sick. Amish Paradise. Boop, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
We got Jared saying getting jiggy with it.
Ooh.
What else? I saw him mention Wild Wild West. Jared loves Will Smith.
Yes. So, this is good. My real answer is "Leave the Door Open." That's pretty good. Lopty Neck ain't that special. Okay. Ooh, that's hot take, Boop. I like Lopty Neck a lot. Not getting jiggy with it. Let's see.
I like them both.
Say it ain't so.
Miami got left out.
Oh, Miami. That's a good Will Smith song. I agree.
Welcome to Miami.
Ooh, Dance is good. Oh,
you say I would love to do a duet dance. That would be so funny. Yeah, we got that.
Oh, it's a good one. This is great. Ain't No Sunshine. What?
Wow. Woo!
That's a long one.
Pretty good. That's pretty good. Oh,
like
Don't
this.
Stop
If
Me Now
I'm
by
sad,
Queen.
you're sad with me. That's what that says.
Yes. Fergalicious.
Kelly saying Don't Stop Me Now by Queen.
Yeah.
Don't stop me now. One of my 6-year-old's favorites because it was in the Sonic movie. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
In the first one, she loves that one.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is a very fun conversations. I'm glad everyone in here had the opportunity to voice their opinions, especially Sarah being the first one on the Bombadcast. And Brian, I agree. I will try to carry Japan with y'all. Perfect. It'll be a night. It'll be worth it. But again, this has been a blast, Sarah. Thank you so much for coming on and hanging out with us this evening.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you guys for having me. This was a delight. Absolutely. I haven't been on screen in a while here. I've just been kind of off the grid for a little bit. So thank you for getting me back out of my shell.
Yes,
we're honored. We're honored that we're honored to be the first to have you back and stuff. So thank you for coming on.
I did my wall just for you guys.
I love it.
Thanks.
I'm gonna pull it up big. Hold on.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, look at
that. Yes.
We got the Handmaids of Naboo Pride Edition here. Okay. We got some Mace Windu. Okay. Some Kira up at the top. You can't see her. Some Rey. I've got red, white, and black, white, and red Vader. We've got Rogue One. We got Asajj here, more Asajj, and some Andor. So
what is that behind you? That looks vintage behind you. What is that? The Chewbacca and Stormtrooper and Princess Leia thing.
Yeah. Okay.
What is
so
that?
I am in my closet/office, right? So these were just normal closet double doors. So I put some gold glitter wallpaper, wrapping paper stuff, and then one of my sons for one of his birthdays or Christmas or something had a sketch kit. It came with this little light and these transparent little sheets, so that way you could trace the characters. So naturally, when they stopped using it, I took all of them.
Brilliant.
Well, absolutely.
That looks. I love the way that looks. It looks like a vintage, authentic, Kenner era almost, I guess design.
Like an ad or something.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
That's badass. That's awesome. Sarah, I'm so glad you can come by. Super
Thank
excited.
You guys. I appreciate it.
New people join this little family we have, the Bombad fam, and of course, we gotta before we end this thing, we gotta plug a few things going on. Sarah, actually, do you mind telling everyone where they can find you and what you're all about in this world?
Yeah, give your plugs there.
You can find me, Sara Palpatine, on Twitter, X, on Instagram. I'm private on there, though, so I'm much more public on Twitter. But I have my podcast, Curiosity Killed a Cat, and I am in the middle of True Detective Season 4. It's been a hot season with Jodie Foster up in Alaska, and it's been fun.
Love Jodie
getting
Foster.
Down to the mysteries of True Detective. So that's where we're at right now.
It's so funny because I honestly wouldn't have known you if it wasn't for this wonderful little Star Wars space we share on Twitter, and definitely go give her a follow. Look, here's her page right there. Definitely go give her a follow. She's one of the better people to follow. This tweet you made,
wonderful knowing you guys.
This is a funny tweet. I love this.
It's fucking great.
This is solid. But no,
I'm learning my Photoshop skills on Instagram.
Hell yeah!
Works.
Well, listen, it's about time we had you on because you have that Bombad energy as well. We are. You can tell on Twitter we're kindred spirits, so it's about time we had you on. So
thank you.
But anyway,
I really
of course.
Thank you.
I'm, by the way, for anyone that wants to follow me, if you're new to this, I'm Scotty Jarrow at the Scott Jarrow. I'm very excited to say I have a very comprehensive midichlorians video coming out. Hopefully Saturday. I'm going to finish editing it tomorrow. This thing is 2 hours long, 2.5. It is the most comprehensive. I'm willing to bet I know as much in the subject as Pablo Hidalgo, and I'm friends with him, and I can probably ask him. I mean, I'm telling you, I have never put more effort into something in my entire life. It is very impressive. Listen, that being said,
you will be able to listen. No, real quick, you will be able to probably gain a college credit from watching this.
For
real.
So
tune in whenever that drops, guys. Seriously, Scotty's been working his beautiful ass off. And
thanks,
so,
baby.
Well, anyway,
Jerry, what about you? What we got going on for you? We can also plug some Bombadcast stuff. I didn't even think about doing that. Look at this.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of shit coming up for Bombadcast. We got, of course, our Bombad Buster Ecto Countdown. Looking forward to Frozen Empire. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode breaking down the trailer for the new movie coming out. But me and Scotty are going to be watching Ghostbusters together pretty soon, and then talking about the movie on mic. And just like really, we got a lot of fun stuff coming down the pipe for that. Like we said, we're going to be covering Dune. We're going to be covering what's that show? The Bad Batch. I talk about Star Wars on a show most of the time. But yeah, no, we got a lot of fun stuff coming out. And so, but you can also find me on Twitter at The Canon Junkie. You can follow me pretty much. I think I'm on Instagram as that as well, and a lot of other places, Threads, the different places that people show up. And also check out Ionized Bastards on All Remaining Systems YouTube channel. Our friend Michael McCoy, his YouTube channel, All Remaining Systems. We do a Star Wars RPG show. It's myself, Jared, and Alden that are in the chat, and our friend Dan, and then Michael is our game master and also all the supporting characters. And come watch me be an adorable companion, child's companion droid, Brain, who is trapped in an assassin's droid body. As we, it's
fun.
It's a lot of fun. Scotty guest starred on it. It is it's Guardians of the Galaxy meets Star Wars, and so we have a lot of fun doing that. So
yeah, it's a
like
blast.
It's more, honestly, it's more Inglourious Bastards at this point.
It's so much fun
than Guardians of the Galaxy. But anyway, but yeah, that's all, folks. That's what you can follow us at. Okay. And you know what?
I gotta ask Sarah to do one thing. I got one more.
Yeah, we need to get one thing from Sarah. One more thing.
Sarah, every guest has this opportunity to obviously have their first debut, and usually as the guest, we have a video clip that we play of Paul Stanley, and I don't have that clip pulled today,
great.
Which I'm sorry, but we
don't have any of our clips in this thing right now.
We do need you to do us a huge favor. We need to hear you say "Stay Bombad" so we can sign out. Can you give us a good "Stay Bombad"? Is that possible?
All right. I need everybody to stay Bombad. Thank you.
Woo! Goodbye, everyone.
Hell yeah.
You heard her. This is it.
Did you say impossible?
Pasquale?
Only kidding, Jackie. I've changed my tune because I finally thought of a possible dream that we can all share.
What is it?
Pasquale?
It's a dream about a world when nobody is poor or sick or hungry.
Oh, now that's a dream we can make come true.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right.
As I point up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind.
I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A soundless disregard, a broken bottle top,
and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no
being gone